One other thing I really like to talk about today is those reputation signals, because obviously, in my world, that's something that I look at a lot. And considering visibility, I just would like to hear from you. Are there any other hidden value drivers that we haven't talked about along that reputation signal, how they show up in the market, what their credibility is?
So, and I know you work with a lot of companies in this respect, which is a really great lens for the family-owned, privately owned type companies around reputation, branding, longevity, and beyond their SEO rankings, helping them understand how their business stacks up in a digital sense compared to their competitors is uber important.
Yeah.
And whether you are in a manufacturing environment, if you're in a service environment, a distribution type environment, many of the competitors out there have very sophisticated digital presence, which really, helps them build sustainable levels of revenue and sustainable levels of connectivity with potential customers. And oftentimes, beyond basic IT systems and a website, the family owned or private owned company hasn't made that incremental investment. And I'm always surprised how inexpensive that is. We will see companies that spend, tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars on capital equipment, but they'll really be unsure about the spend for digital advertising and digital spend. And that, I think there's some learnings that's going on, and we see kind of the next generation of businesses kind of understanding that, wow, the payback on that is tremendous. And the types of data and the view that you can get into your customers really helps support your marketing budget. And, when doing so, you can really start to connect those investments to revenue much more than you might be able to historically have done with capital equipment.
Yeah, I just love hearing you say all of this, Chris, because that's always been my feeling. I started my business in 2007. I have been saying since then, marketing should not be an expense. It should be an investment. You should be
Right.
getting something back out of it. And you're so right. And honestly, here, this is kind of the secret because like manufacturers, they don't always do a lot of marketing. So if you do just a little bit, that could really propel you far above your competition. It really might not have to be a big investment to get that digital reputation and digital visibility, and how much more important it is now, right now, today in 2026, because it's not just about your SEO and your ranking search, but now the other question is AI. Are you showing up in AI results? Are you visible? Are you being cited that way? So, and I found it really, again, it really does not take a lot for manufacturers to get there, because usually their competition isn't doing it yet. So good things to consider. And I've had the privilege, the opportunity to help companies to put value to that part, to those digital assets. And I really like
Yep.
that challenge too, taking those kind of intangible digital things and putting a value to it. But people don't always think about that in the value of those digital assets, not just the website, their rank, their visibility online, but also even things like their pictures, their videos, their customer
Mhm.
testimonials. All of those things have value. Like we talked about, that show a sustainability, show an opportunity, repeatability for the future too.
Excellent. Yep. Agreed.